It's time for the next chapter, and we are going to be meeting an author from the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, Mr. Keeron Isaac. He is the author of Reindeer Hour. Yes, once a year, the reindeer make a trek around the world with the hopes of bringing happiness to kids around the world. And we're going to find out how Keeron's book will bring joy to those children and anybody else who decides to read that book. Good morning to you.
Good morning and morning, Barbados. Thanks so much for having me.
A pleasure to have you. Now, let's get into this book because you say it was written by accident, but writing
Yes,
takes a lot. It's an intense process. So how did
yeah.
you get into an intense process accidentally, Kiran?
Yes, correct. So I actually had planned to write my third poetry collection, which was supposed to be released this year. And I entered a Zoom writing session, which was just a bunch of authors from around the globe. And they give you a prompt to write a story. So when I entered the session, I had no idea what I was about to write. And of course, I love Christmas, so we're probably in March, and they say to write something about an object in your room. So I look in my room, and we're in March, and my Christmas decorations are still up because I'm that guy.
You
And I,
obviously love Christmas to still have them up in March.
yeah. So I ended up writing this story called Reindeer Hour. And the host, Katriana Yvonne, she said, "What are you going to do with this story?" And I said, "I don't know, nothing really. I just wrote it because of the prompt." And she said, "No, this is such a good direction for you. Maybe give the children's book a try." And I said, "You know what? Maybe I will." So I tried it, and it was such a natural fit. I was quite surprised that I didn't intentionally choose this direction before.
Now, in terms of the book, you are looking also at allowing children to see culture in their way. We're talking about reindeer, yes, but in terms of understanding Christmas, you do believe that culture has to be present and represented in the script.
Definitely. Yes, definitely. So in this particular story, it is a traditional Christmas story in the sense that there's snow and a lot of things that aren't, native to the Caribbean. But what I did, I made it intentional to have all the graphics of the children look very much Caribbean. So the children of the Caribbean can see themselves in this story because I do believe that it's important for children to be able to dream dreams and see themselves in stories, whether reality or fiction. So maybe if they aren't able to, experience snow in real life, they could probably see themselves in the image and be like, wow, that kid looks like me, and he is getting to experience this story. And overall,
Okay.
it's really a wonderful story of them helping, working together to find this missing reindeer.
Now, representation is very important, and you take that representation beyond the pages of the book, and you've also done Christmas ornaments as well.
Yes, so I have Christmas ornaments. So we have some scarlet ibis ornaments. Then we also have reindeer ornaments. So I try to do a mix of everything. Whether you want a local or a cultural Christmas, yeah, or traditional Christmas rather. Um, Poetry World is the place for you because
Now,
I love Christmas and I love culture. So it's important for me to be able to mix those dualities.
now you have made a crossover or departure because you're now an author and poet, but you were a med student.
Right. Yes, so it's been a bit of a jump, I would say. I remember at the start of the pandemic when all of those scholarships got blocked. Like most people, I wasn't sure how long the pandemic was going to last. So what I did, I told myself within 3 years, I want to release 3 books, and after that, we would see what happens. So this is the end of the third year. This isn't the third book I had planned, but I do think it was a calculated but necessary and important, I would say, a risk because I'm even considering doing this beyond the 3 years. And then I found out that my previous institution had some accreditation issues. So I'm not sure what next year holds, but I am just doing what I can and enjoying the creativity and the craft. And perhaps at next year, I'll do a little bit of fasting and see, what God has in store. But I do love this creative aspect. It's been such a blessing to me, and I just really enjoy getting to explore this side of myself. It's probably not the way that I had intended to be able to explore these options, but I feel like our blessings come wrapped in not the colors we expect them, but yeah, you have to know when to take your blessings, and it's been really wonderful to explore my creative side.
Now, you mentioned God. Has that been a force, a driving force for you in terms of helping you along this creative path and keeping you grounded and centered and saying, okay, yes, I've departed from what I originally wanted to do, but I know He has my back?
Yeah, definitely. It has been such a journey. I have a good sense of humor, so I'm like, wow, God, where are we going next? But I think it's important, and I do believe that this is a blessing that came from Him, and so I'm using it to bless others, but I'm also blessing myself through it, and I do see the connectivity, and I get to connect with a lot of people through my empathy, which is something I really loved about. Probably one of the main reasons I initially went into medicine was people to connect with people, hear their stories, help them. And now as a writer and an author, I'm getting to connect with people. I connected with someone who lost their husband and she was buying the book to reconnect with her daughter. I also connected to someone who is currently undergoing chemo for cancer, and that's something that also affected my family because I've lost a couple of relatives from cancer. So here I am connecting to all of these life stories through my writing and my books, which is honestly it renders me a little bit speechless, but I think that has to be the working of God because I still get to do what I want to do, which is connect to people in a different way, but nonetheless I'll take it and I love it.
But you also connect to them through your singing. You also do wedding singing. So lots of people are at weddings. So you
Yeah,
are always interfacing with individuals is your thing. You may not be healing and helping with your hands as a medical professional, but you're using other forms of art, to be able to do
definitely.
that healing.
Yeah, definitely. And music is therapy, music, art, poetry, spoken word. They're all such amazing and integral forms of therapy. So yes, that is so true.
Okay, where can we get the book?
Yes, so it's on Amazon, or you can get it through Carib Shopper. Locally, it's at Paper Based Bookshop. And I almost forgot, I also have a few Christmas cards as well. Ibis Christmas or Reindeer Hour. So there's a lot going on, but you can also contact me at Poetry World on all social media platforms. And yeah, just get your hands on any of the products.
Okay, that is so wonderful, Keeron Isaac, and best of luck to you in that reindeer hour. I'm not sure if Santa will make it in that hour with the reindeer, but but I am sure we will be able to bring joy to kids. And here's hoping that that book is a present under many Christmas trees, not just in Trinidad, but across the region. Because as you said, representation is key. And to see ourselves and our cultures represented, it gives children that additional oomph that they need to get through a day. And also, too, it may inspire them to write as well. So congrats to you,
Definitely.
Keeron. I hope that that book number 3 tends to come, early in the year, or at least the inspiration for it comes. Because as you said, God has been guiding you and continue on your path.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And all the best to you and everyone else. And Merry Christmas to everyone. And Happy
Thank,
Reindeer Hour.
Thank you so much. And we'll hope that that reindeer brings something our way as well. It's been a pleasure
Yeah.
having you.